Good evening, everyone. We are
Welcome
short.
to Welcome
Go
to
ahead.
Friday Night Live.
As you can see, we are without Phil and without Ed. I'm not sure what's happened, but they're not with us. So you'll have to be entertained by Jen and I tonight. And welcome aboard. And of course, as always, we do have our favorite blind bard, Jen Cash, with us. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's been a fruitful week and I'm ready to enjoy my weekend. How have you been?
Long week, but it's over, and looking forward to the weekend, and looking forward to a couple of really great guests we have with us tonight. We have content creator and author Heather Ashcraft, and we have Brian Shutter from the Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland RPG, and his company name is Super Savage Systems. So very excited about both of them being on board with us tonight.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring Heather. We're going to bring Heather on board here. Let her kick things off. And look, there she is.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Jen. Hi, Ron.
Hey, Heather. It's so nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you from Ron.
Well, all the good things are true and all the bad things are a total lie. I'm just going to put that out there. So, and it's lovely to meet you. I cannot wait to meet you at Page.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's going to be awesome.
So while you and Jen, I'm going to let Jen toss some questions at you while I take care of a
Oh,
couple
dear.
technical
Okay.
issues here, but they're not affecting our broadcast. But Jen, I know you're always prepared with questions. You want to fire away?
Sure. Yeah. So
Okay.
tell me about Pick Up and Go Games.
Oh, goodness. Well, my husband and I ran Pick Up and Go Games. It was a small indie RPG company. Our specialty, our flagship product was a simplified D20 based off of D&D 3.0 and 3.5. And we had that for, goodness, almost 15 years, just up until this past spring when myself, the hubby, and our wonderful, wonderful lead designer, James, we have all kind of found ourselves going in a few different directions and a lot of different projects. So we decided to take a break and kind of put things on the shelf and explore other things. I mean, after 15 years, the band needed a break. But for the last 15 years prior to that, we developed the Crypts and Creatures, which was the simplified D20 system that we had. That was our main RPG, but we also had some card games, including our Dungeon in a Mint Tin, which was micro adventures. We had the Heroes and then the Champions of Shalaria, which was through card game being able to go on traditional RPG adventures. We had a few things in the works. As well as I ran our live action events in the world of Shalaria, which was our main world for pretty much everything that we made. And I ran that for well over a decade. So there was a lot going on. And then we all kind of found interest and wanted to try other things. So we've put Pick Up and Go Games, or Pug as it is affectionately known, kind of on the shelf for a little while. We'll see where things go in the future.
All right. So tell me about the simplified D20 system. That sounds so interesting.
It was. The idea started when I went back to work after the birth of our first child, almost 20 years ago. God, old lady here. And Scott decided he wanted to stay home as a stay-at-home dad. He had the opportunity. So to kind of keep his mind from going to complete mush, as any stay-at-home parent will attest.
PM. One notification. YouTube. Now. YouTube.
He
Notify
would
again.
he was inspired by Microlight D20 and decided he wanted to take 3 and 3/5 to see how far he could kind of be inspired by those that particular edition of D&D and see how far he could strip down a D20 system and still have it be functional. So we ended up with basically D20. Hey, it's Phil! Yay!
Hi, Phil.
We ended up with a D20 system that had 3 stats, 5 skills, and everything you needed to both play and run in the world of in any world that you wanted to. We had a game world called Shalaria, but 3 stats, 5 skills, and everything you needed to play and run in 32 pages, including the character sheet. So it was pretty cool to have that for a while. I always compared it to having on a float at Mardi Gras. You start with the framework, you start with the chicken wire, and Crips and Creatures was the chicken wire that you could basically build out any kind of world, any kind of storyline, anything you wanted. We gave you the basic mechanics that you could then build off of, any kind of homebrew system, any kind of world building setting that you wanted to. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm always looking for simplified games just because, being blind, it's so hard to keep everything in my head. So that sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Is it still available to purchase?
Unfortunately, we have pulled it. We kind of we made the decision because what we discovered is the higher levels. It works very well for very simple. It was a great introductory kind of D20 system to kind of get the uninitiated to RPGs working with, learning to work within those kind of, roles and thought processes. But we discovered that as we went up in higher levels, so 9, 10, 11, 12, when people wanted to continue very long campaigns, there were some issues that needed to be addressed. And we started working on Crips and Creatures 2.0. And starting to correct those. And honestly, the 3 of us just became kind of overwhelmed in the direction that our various professional careers were taking. So we decided that until we could really sit down and rework the system, we were going to kind of pull back and kind of take it off the market. But if you're still interested, I can probably still get you a copy, Jen. I'll bring it to Paige for me for you.
Great. Yeah.
So let you take a look and you can play with it and see what you think.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
So
yeah.
So as you can see, Phil joined us. Phil's obviously in a holding tank in a local police department in State College, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
But what we're going to do is we're going to bring on Brian Shutter now, and then we'll go through a few questions with him, and then we'll have some open forum with both Heather and Brian. We do have a question from the crowd. Was that the voiceover I heard?
Oh, me. You're probably referring to me, and yes, I apologize. I didn't realize my voiceover was still on.
Okay.
So I had to shut it off, and I apologize.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it's your aid. Nice. Didn't know the girl asking was blind. I'll be there next with my seeing eye dog.
Awesome. We need to get more people to come to Paige. Last time I went, I was the only blind person.
No, that's not true. There was another one.
Really?
Yes, there was.
I wish I had known.
Yeah, no, there was another one. My wife was there, and she's definitely blind because she married me. So. All right.
Ron.
Terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
I know.
Bad, Ron. Bad.
Yeah, bad joke. Bad dad joke. Speaking of dad jokes, Brian, what do you got for us? Brian Shutter from from Super Savage Systems.
Oh yeah, reporting live from upstate New York.
Oh boy,
nice.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
sounds pretty. That sounds pretty exciting.
It's very exciting. Yeah. Not really much going on.
No, I mean
Sleep.
you can always like go to a Bills game.
Yeah, I could. It's a little far. I'm like 20 minutes or like an hour and a half north of Syracuse, about 20 minutes to the Canadian border.
Oh wow, you're way up there.
Yeah.
Well, you can always since you're kind of near Buffalo, you could always depend on your hockey team or your baseball team or your basketball team.
Yeah, perfect. I know none of them. So they're
So what's going on in the world of the Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland? Brian?
nothing super new. The big thing is that we're co-publishing with the Exalted Funeral now. So the core book and then Deities and Demi Bros will be through them is the big news.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Someone is trying to reach out to me from Exalted Funeral. I don't know why, but they are. Let me see if I can.
Are you saying that they want to be a vendor?
I don't know.
That would be super awesome.
Friend is
Yeah.
is a project developer designer for Exalted Funeral. Really awesome guy. Was asking if he could connect with you. Exalted Funeral would also like to donate to the Gamer Assistance Program.
Oh, fantastic.
That'd be great.
He's
Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah.
aka Tiger Wizard.
The Tiger Wizard, yeah. Fellow sewer rat.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a role-playing game, Avengers, if you will, where it's me, John McGuire, Mr. Hambone, Joey Royale, Levi, and then Tiger Wizard. And Don't Tell Mom and Dad role-playing game. We're all kind of call ourselves the sewer rats.
Oh,
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah,
Hey, Brian, I have a question for you.
sure.
I think it might have been John and Stu's show I was listening to a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about a game that you had a hand in. What was it? The 1-900 game.
Oh yes, 1-900 Fantasy.
Okay, so you have to describe this game to us because it sounds so fun. I am so tempted to play this game.
Yeah, so it essentially is as if you were a kid who stole your parents' credit card and you call into a 1-900 number, 1-900 PHANTZY, 1-900 Fantasy, a game so easy a goblin can play. And then so your hit points are tied to how much money you rack up on the credit card. But then to attack, you have to dial 7 to hit the bat. So then you roll a d12. 1 through 10 is your numerical numbers, and then 11 is your pound sign, and then or vice versa. 12 is your star. 1 is a fumble, and 1 is like a critical. But then the classes can mitigate, because obviously if you roll a d12 and you have to hit a 7, it's going to be hard. So like the ninja class can have a threshold, so where if you have to roll a 7, a 5 to an 8 are also considered dialing that number. So then you just go through a bunch of scenarios with the operator, and you gain money by killing things, and you lose money by killing or getting hit and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's wild.
Right. It was described to me to some degree on the podcast, and I was like, well, I love the fact that it's based on all those goofy ass commercials that we saw as kids in the late 80s, early 90s, like late night when we were way too young to likely be up as late as we were. And then of course, it'd be like 1-900. Are you lonely?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Heather.
Yes.
Give us your best 1-900 voice.
Wow. So the question is, am I going to go the Dionne Warwick way of, with the psychics, or do I go the other direction? I suppose it's late enough on a Friday night.
Sex sells.
Sex sells, right?
leave it to Ron.
I don't know. I think Brian would give a very sexy,
husky
cell
voice.
husky voice. Okay, let's see. 1-900, call me. Only $4.99 a minute. Girls are waiting for you now.
Oh my God! Hold on.
That is awesome.
That's really, really good.
That was excellent.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
exactly. That's what I thought of when I heard of Brian's game.
Yeah, it all
Yep.
stems from the idea of, for a long time, I was trying to figure out how to do like a prank call role-playing game where like you try to call up people and prank them in a game. It's like, I don't know how this is going to work, but I was obsessed with it. And I was like, well, why don't I just do it like a 1-900 number, So it was like, it worked out even better, I think.
See, what you need to do is develop some kind of like D6 or D8 like ding dong ditch game where you
Yes.
play kids going up and like ding dong ditch on a house, and you find the results on the various tables.
That would be a good one.
Things can happen. There you
Yeah.
go.
Perfect. Boom. Next
Boom.
Yeah.
next game made.
Just throw my name. That's Valley Girl Heather credit. Yeah. there we go.
Creative development. Heather Asher.
Exactly.
Hey,
There
I
we
play
go.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jen, you're not getting away without giving us your 1-900 voice.
Oh
There
gosh.
you go.
Let me see what I can do here. Come join me for some flavorful fun. Let your voice weave wonders. I'll see you soon.
Oh, see.
That's good.
I'm calling.
It's
I'm
like,
calling now. I'm calling now.
Selling those
She kept it
Peruvian
classy.
pan
She
flute
kept it
CDs.
classy.
Yeah.
She kept
Hey,
it.
I've never done that before.
Hey, that's okay. A for effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fantastically funny. I heard about it. I was like, I went out to Exalted Funeral. I was like, maybe I'll buy this. Help out Brian a little bit. Looks interesting. So
Well, did you get it?
I didn't get it yet. No.
Oh
'cause, like,
my
you know,
God, no. It's fine.
I will. Now that I brought it up, now that the the cards are on the table, I'm gonna have to get it. But yeah, I knew you were coming on the show, and I was like, I'm definitely asking him about the 1-900 fantasy game.
Yeah, it was funny too because had some like meetings with Exalted, and then they wanted and then they're co-publishing Zombie Brain Eaters too. And so I was like I threw it like in the side. I was like, well, I got this other game like you might be interested in. I threw 1-900 fantasy at them, kind of like as a joke. Like obviously, like who's gonna pick this up? But they were all about it. So
yeah, they love crazy stuff there. They publish all sorts of nutsy stuff.
Oh yeah, it's all that stuff, and I'm here for all of it.
So
Are you running any of those games at Page?
I'll run 1-900 fantasy. Yeah, usually I stick to Neon Lording, but I'll do a 1-900 fantasy for sure.
Well, Phil will be there all excited.
Perfect. Just bring your credit card, your parents' credit card.
Oh, nice. I have to go to my mom's house and steal it.
Yeah.
So Heather, now that we know Brian jumped your 1-900 game RPG that you were developing, what do you have new that's on its way out? I know you have a few things going on. Did I see something with Dark Space?
As a matter of fact, you did. I am working with Fan Gibson, who is one half of the Dark Space duo with Derek White, the Geek Preacher. They have come out with Dark Space this past year, and it has taken off like gangbusters, and all the power to them. It's a really fantastic system. It's basically the spacefaring version takeoff on Shadow Dark. So if anyone who out there who likes Shadow Dark, but if you like space fantasy, this is a really great pickup, and it's a really simple, small book. I should have brought it down here to my streaming area so I could show it off. But yeah, Than and Derek and I talked. Actually, we talked some months ago, and they approached me and said that they were interested in getting some scenarios put together. So I am currently writing 2 scenarios. I'm hoping to get the first draft of the first one off to Than, working directly with him for the first one. I'm thinking maybe later next week, and then the second one should be by Gamehole, off to them. So hopefully we will see those in print by the end of the year.
Nice.
That's great. I cannot wait to play Dark Space. I signed up for a session at Page, and I can't wait.
It's a lot of fun, and in terms of simplified systems, they have this down to it's a small booklet. It has pretty much everything you need in there to build out your entire, your ships, your spacers, which are your basically your characters, and anything that you can kind of think of. And the wonderful thing about building in this system is that it leaves a lot of room for game masters and creators to kind of go a little bit crazy and come up with some really fun stuff. I will give a sneak peek just for you guys of the first scenario that I am writing right now. It's called the Great Space Scavenger Race of 3199, and it's going to be a madcap hijinks, kind of vaguely inspired by those late 70s, early 80s race movies that we all kind of, I think most of us grew up watching and kind of loving a little bit, because they were always kind of out there and a little zany. So that'll be the first one, hopefully on BAT.
Awesome. That's great. Now you mentioned Gamehole Con. Brian, are you going to be at Gamehole Con this year?
I am not.
You need me to? You want me to run? You want me to run your booth when I'm there?
I wish I never signed up for one, so I was initially ready for it and I was gonna do it, but then I got the new job and I decided I couldn't do it. But like they had me down as like having a booth, so like it's like, what if I just sneak in? Like they're never gonna know. I'll just set up. And then...
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do this year if you're not there with your booth. I guess because I spent a lot of time at your booth last year.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, playing and play testing Roller Brawl and hanging out with you and our friend Techno Destructo from Guar and Saul Blair. That was a lot of fun. I guess I'll have to go over and I'll be Chet's booth babe.
Yeah.
For a while when I'm not running games.
Yeah, it was sad to take it off the list, but it's kind of far drive.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're going to be at Page. That's good. I'm glad there's going to be a presence there, and
yeah,
really looking forward to that. And of course, I'll be seeing you in a couple weeks, right? You're going to ShireCon, right?
I won't be at ShireCon.
Oh,
I'll be at Granite State Comic Con in a couple weeks, and then I'll be at Pittsburgh Gaming Expo.
Huh.
And,
this is my
That's a face.
Yeah, they're mixed media conventions.
Yeah. So, and they also, well, I mean, they're Pittsburgh Gaming Expo I like a lot because we're so entrenched in video games with like the design and the art and stuff. So we do really well there. And then Granite State, like Joey's going to be there. So me and Joey are going to hang out. Mr. Royale.
So where exactly is it? Is it like Manchester?
Yep, it's in Manchester.
Okay.
Like in like one of the hotels in the I think it's a hockey arena or some kind of arena. Where they
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'll need to look it up because I wasn't sure if any other RPG people are going to be there, but if yes, I'd like to go. So
Oh yeah, there's check out the website. There's a ton.
Justin Sorois will be there
Yep.
he'll be there from the Sickest Witch designer.
Yeah, Severed Books.
yeah.
He'll be there. Yeah, I'm getting tormented by the person running GameCon Live. It's like some kid-focused gaming event at the same place Paige is.
Oh.
And he's like, well, I have you down. We're going to give you a 30 by 50 area. How many tables and chairs you need? I'm like, for what? He's like, well, I figured you would want to come in and run games. And I'm like, no, no, we it's hard constantly going back to the well and asking GMs to spare you their time. And that's the reason we only run once a year and we'll always only run once a year, because when you start going to that 6-month rotation, you're putting a lot of pressure on people you're putting a lot of pressure on other conventions through, the date proximity and all that. So but this guy's not giving up. I get like an email every day. So I got you down for a 30 by 50 area. How many tables? I'm like, none. How about you just give me a 10 by 10 booth and I'll come sit there and answer emails. I don't know. Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of great mixed media conventions out there or gaming adjacent conventions, but as Phil can tell you, we sat through one that, it's a big convention. And they said they had a gaming track, and we went into the gaming hall, and there were no more than 2 games going on at any time. Tons of cosplayers.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of anime people, tons of sci-fi folks. But, it's gaming adjacent. It's kind of our crowd, but not really.
Right.
I like to believe that, Paige is like a gamers.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to get the casual gamer, sell it to them when they're walking around dressed up like they're from the anime program Bleach, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, that's awesome. Pittsburgh, yeah, but that's mostly video games, right?
Yeah, it's mostly video games. But me, Brian Collins gonna be there. Baron DeRomp, Bob the World Builder, Seth Swarkowski. Like there's like a little bit of like a gaming like tabletop aspect to it too. Yeah,
nice.
That's some solid. That's some solid attendees.
Hear that, Phil? Seth's going to be there.
Seth's going to be there.
Brian Collin. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe they have Chaosium in the dealer's room.
Chaosium is not there. But Chaosium will be at Granite State.
That's kind of it. Oh, they're going to be at Granite State?
Well, Matt Ryan from Chaosium will be there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he lives there.
Yeah, he lives in Ithaca. He's like right down the road.
Yeah.
It's a little inside joke between Phil and I.
Yeah. But by the way, Brian, it made you feel better. I just bought 1-900 Fantasy. I just bought.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo website right now. Like, Ted's Nerd Immersion is going to be there.
Ooh.
I've asked him, I don't know, 7, 8 times to come to Page, and every time he says yes, but never gets back to me. Let's see here.
That's okay.
That's
it's funny, when we ask, and then that's happened. Inevitably, I get the phone calls around Thanksgiving.
Correct.
Yes. I know I wasn't as I wasn't communicating well, and is there still room for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten a few of those calls the first 2 years. So
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. You know, the more the merrier. Yeah. Oh, they got this Brian Shutter guy going. I don't know who the fuck is this guy. Oh,
Yeah.
pardon me. Who the
Ooh.
hell is this
you
guy?
just got us
Oh,
demonetized. What are you doing?
wow.
Sorry. Pardon me. Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't have to say hi to.
I just sent
Oh.
Phil to the penalty box for 2
You went
minutes.
to the what's that?
He's in the
Forbidden
penalty
zone.
box for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes for roughing.
Or where do they send General Zod?
What is it? The Shadow Zone? Was it Shadow Zone?
Something. What is it?
No, it's in Shadow Zone. It was oh my gosh. Went right out of my head.
Shadow Realm? No, that's like every anime Shadow Realm. I have to look it up. That's where
Now,
you
Phil,
want
I do have
That's
to
gonna
tell
drive me
you,
nuts.
I want to make sure you're not going to spit on anybody next.
Me.
Yeah.
No. What? Pull the Jalen Carter. No, I'm not going to do
Ugh.
that.
Phantom Zone.
Phantom Zone. That was
That's
it.
it.
You were sent to the Phantom Zone film.
Okay. All right.
Is that a
Uh,
walk-in closet you're sitting in, Phil?
No, I'm. I'm sitting in a nice easy chair in my friend Danielle's basement apartment outside of State College. You know, Penn State is playing at 12 o'clock tomorrow, so we had to drive up tonight and stay at our friend Danielle's. So, if you don't know, folks, I'm a season ticket holder for the Nittany Lions, so I got to go to the games.
It's good.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I had season tickets, I'd go too.
When you go to
Yeah, yeah.
Phil's house, he's got a giant painting of Joe Paterno with like a halo over his head like this.
I do not.
And then behind him, like skulking in the darkness, is Jerry Sandusky.
Awful. Terrible. I'm unsure if everyone on here knows that the details of what he's talking about, but nonetheless.
Yeah. So what else is going on, Heather? You know, we know about Dark Space.
Yep.
You got something else going on too, don't you?
I do. It seems that every time I think I don't have enough, there's look, there's something else. This oh goodness. Finishing up some work on the Amazing Adventures for Troll Lord. That's kind of there were some hiccups, but I talked to Chuck at EggCon. And I think we've got some stuff worked out. So, hey, Chet finally made it in there. Yay. Yeah, we're at EggCon. I got to see Chet and we got to hang out along with several other amazing folks. Including you, Ron. Let's see. I have
got to hang out with several amazing folks.
I did. I love
Yes, Amazing
and
and Ron, definitely.
No, I said Chet. I hate Chet and Ron and many other awesome people. So several of which are coming to Page, which is really fantastic to see. But in terms of like right now, most of my projects are the actual plays that I'm a part of. We're finishing up season 2 of RuneQuest on the Old Ways podcast. I just started a brand new one for Delta Green called New Dawn, which I am really excited about. It's going to kind of a Mulder Scully X-Files, but Delta Green, raw and down and dirty kind of play. So that's kicked off. Finishing up a Call of Cthulhu. The Bride of Pendle with Lightless Beacon. So doing a lot on that side of things, and actual plays are just I love being part of them. I get together with some incredibly talented people from all around the world, and this is just one of my happy places. So that's a lot of things coming down the pipeline there, and then gearing up for Gamehole Con next month already. Just shy of 6 weeks. So I will be running a few games there and on some live streamed games, pretty much one a night. So it's going to be a good time. And then of course I am still working on finalizing the lineups of the 5 panels that I am putting together for Page, which are, I think, just absolutely fantastic. They're starting to really solidify into some really, really solid, just the information that's going to be put forth, and from these incredible professionals and creators and people in the industry. I'm very, very excited about it, but I still have a few spots left, so I'm going to be reaching out very soon to some of our other guests on the list, and see who might be able to give us just a little bit of time to be able to impart their expertise and their knowledge for our attendees at next January.
It's going to be great. And Chet Mitten, my favorite artist and Page's art director, just checked in. And Chet, you just missed it because Brian and Super Savage Systems aren't going to Gamehole Con. That means I'm going to end up being your booth babe again there, because I was kind of his booth babe last year at Gamehole Con. So very exciting. And, I'm always happy to hear about work for Trollord Games. Of course, Trollord Games is one of the sponsors of our live stream. And, the lovely and talented Chuck Cumbo. He's just the best. And, we love him to death. And there he is. So
yeah, that's our Chuck.
That's awesome.
It was amazing. I was able to auction. What the heck just happened? Big X in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't like you.
Restream did not like that Chuck picture.
No, it didn't.
Neither did anybody else. So.
I messaged Chuck the other day. I was working on a spreadsheet for the convention, and I noticed that Chuck's schedule is really, really, really heavy, like really heavy.
Yeah.
And like back-to-back events. And I said, like, nothing's overlapping. Is this what your intention was? I mean, it is like nonstop. Like,
he puts in events and then he gets people to run.
Okay.
Some of those events, like all his GMs have not been revealed yet.
Okay.
And, just Chuck's always way out ahead of everything, organized on top of everything. So I'm sure we will get his list of GMs sometime around 11:30 on
the 14th of
Thursday,
January.
January 15th. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, no, I've been working with Ron on some stuff. It's not,
Hey,
Heather,
hey, it's good to see you. I was hoping you could run some events for us later today.
Oh, I already am. And he knows I'm fully expecting. I love Chuck so much, truly. But yes, I'm fully expecting a Chuck classic of, hey, do you got a little bit of time to
maybe you could squeeze something in for me.
Yes.
By the way, I Ron tries to bunk me with Steve, and Steve just won't have it. So, if you got any space on your floor, I wouldn't mind staying in your room. Sounds something like that.
Yeah. Yep. No. I want the same roommate I had last year. We had a blast. So I want my same roommate.
Last year?
Anna Meyer.
Oh, we can arrange that.
Oh, Anna and I had the best time as roommates at Page this past January. We hit it off beautifully in terms of that roommate dynamic. So we would be more than happy, I think, to room together again. That would not be a problem.
Phil's roommate asked to room with him again this year at Page.
Gotta bring my earplugs.
So
yeah.
So Brian, I are you working on a postal carrier RPG yet?
No. Every time I think of an idea, though, it always no. I got to stay away from it. It's too low hanging fruit right now.
No, you could do great things like you like the postal carriers, they're judged on how many packages they deliver and how many packages they pick up, right? It's like
Yeah.
part of the process, and maybe they get cranky customers,
Oh yeah.
and then there's like stress levels that start to come into play for the PC. And once they hit certain stress levels, they could go, clock tower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could just do like a mothership like version of it. Use like stress mechanics from Aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't call it postal anymore. They frown upon it pretty heavily in the post office.
And then you could have the supplement where it's Christmas time, the holidays,
Oh yeah.
the holiday hustle.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to write it under. You're gonna have to write it under a pen name. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. That is
You know,
true.
But yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one.
No, you could. You ever play the old Nintendo game Paperboy?
Yes,
Yeah,
all the
that's
time.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, you could kind of emulate that sort of idea.
Oh no, make it better than that. Paperboy was a pain in the butt.
Just
That
don't
was
break
a
it.
game. Ugh.
The amount of times I had the old lady after me because I broke her window.
Right? Oh. And then another supplement you could do, like the Postman.
Adventure Return to
Post-apocalyptic. There
Yeah,
you go.
the Kevin
There's
Kevin
one.
Costner movie.
Kevin Costner. So you got holidays, you've got post-apocalyptic Postman. Yeah.
You could even do like a pizza delivery, like Uber Eats type of thing.
Yeah, we do that. We have that for Neon Lords.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a pizza is a big aspect in the game.
Yeah, the Postman. Like every time Kevin Costner wants to do some sort of post-apocalyptic movie, it ends in disaster.
Agreed.
Waterworld.
It's awful.
Oh,
Ride, Postman, ride.
When we were at Universal Studios in Hollywood, the lady was like, I swore at her, so I gotta remember not to say it on here. But she's like, "Hey, do you want to come watch the Waterworld stunt spectacular?" I said, "Why the f would I ever want to do that? That movie sucked." And she was like, very upset with jaw dropped. But I got my point across. My one attack towards Waterworld.
But if you were stuck on a desert island and you only had the choice of Waterworld or Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth, I would definitely pick over Waterworld.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
Why? That just has some, I don't know, John Travolta is just so over the top ridiculous that I feel like I can get some comedic value out of it.
I don't know. I enjoyed Waterworld.
I think I'm gonna have to revisit
Whoa.
I didn't mind Waterworld.
Whoa. Say that again?
I enjoyed it. Okay, yeah, I know it was a bad movie, but
this is stunned silence you're hearing right now.
Yeah, with the crickets.
Yeah, I have a cricket.
Actual
in my
crickets.
office. I have a cricket in my office. It is driving
it a lucky
me crazy.
cricket?
I guess my opinion is not the most popular. Sorry.
No, chat's with you.
Knucklebones agrees.
But Heather, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You said I was reading online that you also like to review retro video games.
That's so. A few years ago, my hubby and I, my fellow geek, the Mac to my cheese, he is also an RPG creator and designer and whatnot. But one of the things he got into several years ago was he's always had a love of retro video games, particularly original Nintendo and Game Boy, like and some of the Atari lines.
I'm right there with you.
Yep. And it was that classic, those of us who grew up in the 70s and 80s, and into the 90s. It was such this almost kind of golden age, as the development of video games into the massive behemoth that we see today, kind of similar to with RPGs, but slightly a little bit more out, I think more mainstream than RPGs. It took longer for RPGs to make it that way. But what he did is he started collecting more. Originally was for his own benefit, just for fun. And then back in 2014, he I love the man to death, but man, when he gets an idea in his head. In 2014, he decided he wanted to try to really surprise me for Christmas one year. And he built me by hand a full stand-up arcade machine with using a Raspberry Pi, and put all of these old some of my favorite games from the retro video game era on there, and surprised me with it. He built it at his mom's place and then brought it over to our house one night when I was at work, and had a big bow on it, and just that was my Christmas gift, was this full size arcade stand up machine. And we still have it. It was kind of incredible, but what it did is it kind of opened the floodgates to everything that came with. At this point, we have in our basement, we have what we call the barcade. We have a small bar because he used to tend bar for many years. And we have about 10 arcade games of varying types. We have a little bit of everything. We have a Cruise and Exotica. We have the Narc machine, the classic Narc game. Narc machine was mine. We have a Tempest. We have, some of them are one-up, some of them are actual, like the originals. And so over the last 10 plus years, we've built this barcade in our basement, as well as we'd go to these conventions. Primarily, the biggest one is Midwest Gaming Classic. That it happens in the spring, usually in April in Milwaukee. And of course, we're out of Northern Illinois. So going to Milwaukee, going to Lake Geneva, going to Madison, this is our kind of what we call our local space. And he was just buying and collecting. And originally he wanted to put together an entire North American Nintendo collection. And it kind of expanded into about 5 or 6 different collections. And what we did is a few years ago, I decided, let's get onto TikTok. We go to these conventions. We can do this. So I started recording and putting together these videos, and we developed Geeks Unplugged. And that's the two of us going to these conventions and these stores and whatnot, and him hunting for retro video games. And sometimes he tends to be the big reviewer. I tend to be more behind the scenes. But occasionally when we both get out there, we like to talk about them. We like to discuss our favorites. We love to just kind of, show off especially when we go to stores, these independently owned businesses. We love to be able to share our love of games and, what these folks are doing, because it's really hard to have these independent businesses. It's, especially with this economy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So just getting into the chat here a little bit about some of the discussion. Chet Mitten says he's canceling Jenn Cash's artwork because she loves
Oh,
no.
come on.
Punitive.
I need a new logo. Come on.
Does that mean, Chet, does that mean my artwork gets pushed forward? Because if it does, I'm all for it.
Wow. Selling her out.
All right. Glenn Finney says the Waterworld stunt show might be good. And Brian says, "Oh, I'm sure it's not bad, but I have to stand my anti-Waterworld ground." And Brian's got support. Stand firm and stay strong, brother.
Solidarity will win this fight.
So Phil, can you put the link in the chat or can you put the link in the private chat for the 900
Sure.
game?
Give me a second.
Oh, look at that. I'm on for tomorrow. Whoop!
If I can't get it fast enough, it's at an Exalted Funeral.
We could
It is.
Here, let me-
we could actually go kind of late tonight because there's no buzzkill at 10:30 if cats needing to get fed.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't know. Brian
Yeah.
Brian may have an early bed.
No, I'm good.
Brian was asleep a little earlier. His head fell. I saw it.
No, I'm good.
Hey, those power naps can get you through anything.
Yes, they can.
Sometimes I feel like if you got to hit it at the right time. If you go a little too over,
True.
then you're done.
Yeah.
All right. So, any questions for the two guests from the folks who are in the chat right now? We have quite a few between YouTube and Facebook here. Any questions? There's my wife saying, "Don't pick on Ed."
Oh, why did she have to say that? Now you're going to pick on him more.
It's like a shark when there's blood in the water. There's the Exalted Funeral link for folks who want to get themselves some 900 fantasy, and I think Heather should do the voiceover for like a little video ad for
Yeah,
that.
and you can teach me how to do the voiceover for that too.
That's called grooming. That's called grooming. Yeah, no.
Oh,
I
No,
need
that's
to
bad.
take acting classes.
Jen, is that whole thing vodka?
No,
Is that whole
it's
thing
actually
clear liquor
polar
right there?
seltzer.
Brian is not going to ShireCon. That news was broken earlier.
I remember.
He's
This is
not
what happens
going.
when you miss staff meetings, Chad.
Yeah, Chet.
You ever see the cartoon Rocco's Modern Life?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know,
that takes me
Rocco
back, yeah.
is a telephone operator for one of those 1-900 numbers. If you read the subtext in the episodes, he works for a 1-900 number of the adult variety.
Oh my goodness.
And how did that ever end up on a kids' television station?
Oh, they let a lot of things through in the 90s. A lot of things just kind of went right either underneath or they just let it through. I don't know which, but if you go back and watch some of those shows from like the mid to late 80s and through the 90s,
Yeah.
a lot of things slipped through, which was fun. Still
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
There were,
Heck, you watch Animaniacs.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
God,
things
I
slip
love
through.
that
Oh,
show.
yeah.
That's such a
So
good show.
So good.
A lot of things slip through. If you watch that again, you're like, wow, I can't believe they they let that on TV.
Yeah.
listen, we could go back further to
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry. And
Yeah.
True.
there were some overtones there that can't be
Well,
undone.
anything from Looney Tunes. I mean, if you go back and look and watch Looney
Yeah.
Tunes, and you are going to find, with Bugs Bunny, especially anything specifically Bugs Bunny, there's going to be innuendo all over that. They were just brilliant at that. And I mean, most of us Gen Xers, and we grew up on that. And why later generations wonder why we are the way we are. Go back and watch some of those cartoons and you'll understand. Just have an inkling.
Yeah, I feel bad. I have millennials that work for me and in my department, and they are terrified of me. They have no idea, how to interact with me. So as many emails as possible. I've realized they respond well to emails. In person, you know, they
Oh,
struggle.
but you're a
So
big teddy bear. How could anyone be afraid of you?
everybody's afraid of me. It's pretty bad. So very happy to see you. You were having my friend Stephen Chanot from Troll Lord Games as a special guest, huh? And oh, Tom and Jerry had some special
Yeah, they did.
moments. Chet says a ginger is never late, nor is he early. The ginger arrives precisely when the ginger means
Hmm.
to.
Yeah, I'm married to one of those.
Have you seen the Crazy Hot Index? Look up the Crazy Hot Index, Phil.
Crazy hot index.
Yeah, and see what they say about the. Well, Jennifer, you're not a millennial. That's why. That's why you're not afraid of me.
That's true.
Uh,
I'm Gen X.
yeah.
Yeah, my wife is saying she's not afraid of me. Of course, you know, I was a little afraid of my wife. Our house was turned into our new addition that isn't quite finished yet was turned into a makeshift hospital, a veterinary hospital a little while ago. For anybody who missed that,
Well,
so
hopefully the chicken is doing better.
let's see.
Oh yeah.
Well, if it's not, so dinner.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
There's the patient, and up there was the operation on the foot. So there was a little issue with the foot, and Jenn did her work. So yes. So yeah, I'm a little terrified of my wife, I'll be honest.
As it should be.
If I'm ever not heard of for like more than a day, call the police. All right. Any other questions for our guests before we let them go,
Just
folks?
one for Heather. What's
Oh.
your favorite retro video game?
Oh gosh. It's like asking me which one of my children is my favorite, which of course every parent has one, but will never admit to it. That's a toughie because there are so many. But we're gonna get in the way back machine because while I know this, I played consoles before this. The 2600 was the first one my parents bought myself and my brother. And so that's what we had. We played the crap out of it. And we didn't get another one until the original Nintendo came out. So I'm going to go back to the 2600s and I'm going to pick the one I played the most that I still have fun. So when I actually reacquired a 2600 system and started picking up the video games, this was the first one I picked up because I had such fond memories of it. And it was a 2600 game called Kaboom. And you had to have the paddle attachment so you could twist it. You couldn't use you could use the joystick with it, but it didn't work nearly as well. And it was a very simple game where the little character would go across and he would drop bombs and you had to catch them underneath. And it was one of those that tested the hand-eye coordination of any child in that time period. And I was basically able to beat my brother, all of my cousins, and most of my friends. It was one of the very few games I can actually claim some type of gaming superiority to. So if I have to choose one retro video game that I would play again, which I haven't played in a while, but I would play if I loaded it up, it would be Kaboom.
That's awesome.
Now, if I had to go other than that, I'm going to say Narc. or Smash TV, but that gets into the 90s. So late 80s, early 90s. Those two were my games where I spent a lot of quarters at the arcade with. So yeah.
I had Kaboom as a kid as well, and I remember as soon as you said it, I remember what the cartridge looked like. I'm like, it was pink on the outside around the picture of the little burglar guy dropping the bombs on you. And I just looked it up now in an image search. I was like, yep, I was right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it would great because it would when you got to the higher levels, you were literally just going back and forth and back and forth, and it was
Right.
weaving, and you would just completely focus in and zone everything else out, and you would just focus on trying to get. It was a lot of fun. It's one I have some very fond memories of.
Cool.
My first game was on my Commodore VIC-20 called Attack of the Blue Meanies.
Oh my gosh.
I've always
think-
been partial to the Metroid game on the NES. Played that so
Metroid's
much as a
good.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, Seamus Aran and
So-
her adventures. So yes.
Yep.
So Agile Monk responding, if he's coming to page, he says, Glenn Finney, I'm not able to commit due to medical travel restrictions that I am not sure I will be off yet, unfortunately. Agile Monk, you only live once.
Wow.
I have empathy for people.
I mean, there is a Wawa across the street, to be fair.
Yeah.
And there's I guess there's an animatronics museum across the street.
Is there?
Yeah, that's like
Oh, cool.
John was telling me last year that they had like it's like all the Chuck E. Cheese and the Showbiz Pizza animatronics and stuff across the street, I guess.
All the creepy ones.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Film a horror movie in there.
Yep.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage did one. I can't think of the name of it. Damn it. He did one that's like it's like Five Nights at Freddy's and all that now. So
Yeah.
Cheese, but I can't think of the name of it. It's really good. It's really awesome. He doesn't talk in it at all. It's like prime Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
But
I wanna
don't
see
remember
that.
the name of it. It's good. It's really good.
Prime Nicolas Cage
Mhm.
made a comeback in Renfield.
Yeah, I need to see that one still too.
Heard that was good.
He was awesome in Renfield. After having so many bombs in a row, he was awesome in Renfield. In fact, that's a tradition in my house that we watch Renfield on Christmas Eve.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Really? I watched The Hobbit.
Oh,
Like the 77 and like from 77, the animated one. I decorate that's my traditional decorate the tree.
what's the
Watching.
name? Chet Minton likes watching The Hobbit too. He loves The Hobbit. He's got some of the best Rankin Bass style
Yes.
homage art out there.
Yes, he does. I need all of it. My wallet never could afford it, but I do. I need
Mhm.
I need all that.
Well, you got to be a booth babe. When you're a booth babe, you get discounts.
I'm there running games and panels. When the heck do I
So
have
am
time
I.
to be a
So am
booth
I.
babe?
I've got what? What do I have on the schedule for Game Hole, Phil? 5 games that I'm running.
Yeah, I think it's 5. You're running 5, yeah.
I'm running 3 AD&D second edition and two
Two
Badge Quest.
Badge
know,
Quest.
But I'm not sure Badge Quest is not getting a lot of play.
It's not getting. Yeah, you gotta prime the pump there.
Listen,
I don't know.
Who doesn't want to
Is
be?
that what they're calling it?
Who does not want to be Girl Scouts, selling cookies and solving mysteries at the same time?
I'll take 6 Thin Mints.
Yes. Oh boy.
Let's check here. Yeah. You only have one ticket of 2 games for Badge Quest currently
and
scooped up.
nobody for Badge Quest at ShireCon. My AD&D second edition game sold out in like 3 minutes,
Correct. Yeah.
but Badge Quest still sits empty, which is
Yeah.
okay with me.
That's right.
I'll just go hang out at Chet's booth.
There you go. Those of you that haven't played, I actually played Badge Quest with Ron down at his place a couple months ago. I think it might have been around May. It's a fun little game. If you don't know what it is, it's put out by, I think, was it DM David? I think
DM Dave, yeah.
publishes it. It's very fun. Very, it's a rules light, of course, but not rules light enough that you can't. It's not completely narrative in scope. There's a character sheet. There's stats. You're rolling, like you would in any other role playing game. But yeah, it's definitely fun. It's much more of a mystery driven game. Like you're kind of like Nancy Drew kind of stuff, maybe perhaps. But yeah, it's refreshing. I would say it's refreshing. So
it's like kids on bikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And honestly, I've never heard too many people that have played Kids on Bikes and said that was a terrible experience.
Right.
We were talking earlier about the year zero system with the stress for aliens and putting it into Brian's soon to be released postal carrier role playing game, which I'm going to keep pushing it until he starts writing it, but could be called Going Postal.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't know if you can get away with that nowadays. Like I was saying, they frown upon that term.
Well, when you're writing it as
oh, true, it won't be
as
me.
Shutter Bryant.
Yeah.
It'll be okay,
No one will know, none the wiser.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that's
like
fun.
if you sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that term. I mean, those of us that are of a particular age understand that. I mean, I teach high school for a living.
Yeah.
If I asked my kids if they knew what going postal meant,
no,
they'd have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, but when you get too much stress, and if you roll too many stress dice and they fail, it's like falling down in a postal carrier uniform.
Yeah, there's a video game called Postal that came out in after post Doom world. Well, post Doom world that we live in, not a Duke game called Doom World, but it was pretty controversial for the time, computer game, and they made a movie about it.
Chet says I need some artwork for my Badge Quest game. Listen, I'm just trying to get the artwork. We need to get the module finished. So I don't know if everybody saw out there, and we have 2 special guests on here, plus some guests in the audience. But we're going to be launching an encounter book for like OSR, 1E, 2E, whatever.
Yeah.
That's going to be 2 to 4 page encounters, which would include a map. And Mike Nistel and Alan Hammock are working to compile this thing. So if anybody's interested in getting in on that, we'd appreciate it. We've got some great page specific things that are going to be ready for the convention. Pacesetter's putting something out. We've got My Adventure, Tomb of the Ancient War King, and then we have Levi Combs's The Iron Cobra of Helgrim Hall, which you can grab on our website. There's still some available. And Tiffany Nickel is putting together a page-specific one-page dungeon. And as a matter of fact, she's going to be our guest on the show coming up very soon.
Yay.
So, yeah,
Awesome.
she's great.
Yep.
She's
Great. She's very nice.
All right. Any other questions for Brian or Heather before we let him go? Brian looks like he's getting sleepy. Getting very sleepy. Brian, what are you in? Are you in like a control room? What's going
No,
on?
I'm in the Neon headquarters, Neon Lords HQ.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just a bunch of old VHS crap back there.
All right. So, with no other questions, Heather, we'll let you. You have anything you want to leave us with before you head off into the night?
Well, I'm very much looking forward to returning to Page next in January. I love that it is expanding. There's going to be so much more to do, so many more people to see, so many things to be involved in, and I think I'm very much looking forward to coming back, and this time with a little bit of at least 1 year of experience under my belt. So it's going to be fantastic. Again, I'm running five panels, and hopefully over the next few months, once I get the lineups all finalized, I'll be able to get those out, as well as running 2 Amazing Adventures games for Page. Otherwise, if anyone wants to come play with me at my table, I'm running several some RuneQuest games at GameholeCon, or you can watch me on the Twitch live stream games. I have 3 of those that I'm doing. And speaking of Mike, is going to be DMing a streamed event, a streamed game with myself and Dimitri Del Castillo at the beginning of October. I'm sure those details will be coming down the pipeline very soon for anyone who wants to see us in action at the table, because between Dimitri and myself, it's going to be absolute chaos, but of the best possible kind.
Well, that sounds great. And we thank you for coming on the show. And, thank you for everything you do with the panels. I mean, really, you really gave the panels a shot in the arm last year. But this year you really came through strong, and we appreciate you doing that.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do it. It's an honor to be able to bring that, people together. It's one of the things I love best about being part of this community, is when, the whole idea of bringing people together for, common interests and just for fun, for a good time.
Yeah, and I can't wait to meet both of you at Page.
Same.
Yeah,
In fact,
definitely
be careful,
same.
Jen. I'm going to hit you up for maybe a spot on one of my panels. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, let me know.
I will.
All right, Heather, we're going to let you go, and then we're going to shoot over to Brian and let him say his goodbyes if he can keep his eyes open.
My eyes are open. It's the black light
It's
illusion.
the black light.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Let's see here. All right, Heather, good night.
Night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good
We'll
night.
see y'all soon.
Good night.
All right, Brian,
Yes.
what do you want to leave us with?
So you check us out at neonlords.com. Definitely. I do have a Patreon. It's Knights of the Slime Table. I put out a newsletter and a 12-page adventure every month. It's pretty fun. But other than that, Page 3 will be my 3rd time at Page. I'm a 3-timer. So with Saul will definitely be there, and Hunter, Techno Destructo will probably be there. But we will be showcasing Roller Brawl yet again, our skirmish tabletop roller derby / roller ball.
Love it.
Inspired game that is a blast to play.
Love it. Love it. I know a guy who's got the prototype of that game.
He does. You can sell it for a couple bucks, maybe in a couple years.
No, that stays in the collection forever.
Oh, perfect.
But all right, Brian, we're gonna let you go. We got a little bit of business we got to go over with for the rest of the show, and we thank you for coming on. And maybe we'll see you again before January.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me. Yeah, definitely.
All right, bud. Good night.
Good night. Later.
Thanks, Brian. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
All right. So here we go. Normally Phil would do a little rundown here, but I don't think he prepared one.
Well, what I usually do is, to prepare for this, I go back to the previous week's posts on Facebook, all of the relevant news items. We've already touched on one of them, that was having to do with the adventure anthology that we spoke about earlier, which is important. But on top of that, I did want to mention a few other things that might be relevant to the folks listening here on the stream here. I did want to mention a new Kickstarter that's coming up pretty recently, or coming up soon, from one of our special guests, Justin Sroyce from Severed Books. We mentioned him earlier. His game, Sickest Witch. He will be launching the first supplement for the game, which is called the Coven Box, which will be a box of supplemental cards for both the GM and the player. There'll be custom dice, a custom dice bag. And so if you are gearing up to play the Sickest Witch, which the hardcover will be out very soon, I know the PDF is already out there, you might want to take a look at that. That is posted in the Facebook Philadelphia Area Gaming main page. Also, of note, folks, there's some important dates coming up. On October 1st, which is just a few short weeks away, badge prices will be going up. So if you have somehow not gotten your badge yet at this juncture, you want to hop in, because if you wait, you're going to be paying a little bit more, and that's across all badge types. So you want to make sure that you're aware of that. October 2nd will be the last day to submit events. We are still, as of very recently, I think of today, as a matter of fact, are still having events being submitted. So there will have to be a cutoff date for that, as we are beginning to run out of space. And lastly, October 5th will be your last day to pre-order t-shirts. So if you would like a page 3 t-shirt, you want to make sure that you're going into the website, phillygamingexpo.com, going under the merch tab, getting in there and grabbing a t-shirt, because we have to put that order in, and we don't want to order too many. We want to make sure that we're ordering the appropriate amounts, so we're not stuck with too many t-shirts. So if you want a t-shirt, you want to get in there sooner rather than later. So keep those dates in mind as we go through the month of September and enter into the spooky month of October. Other than that, Ron, you would let me know. You did post a few days ago about a few of the flea market tables still available. Is that still the case?
Yeah, there's about half of them available.
Okay.
We haven't pushed it out real hard yet, but once the heavy registration begins, they'll go. So if you want a flea market table, if you haven't seen our flea market, it's insane. Most of the people leave with nothing. The sellers, they usually sell everything. So
yeah, it's like the bones of a carcass getting completely picked over, and nothing left to show for it at the end. If
right.
you were, yeah, it was crazy, because you're going to get some. The thing about the flea market is you're going to get some really good deals. I mean, really good deals. As I was perusing the flea market wares last year, I was peering in boxes and looking at things, and I thought to myself, wow, there are some really good items in here for very low prices. You have folks that are just are more interested in moving merchandise than they are optimizing a sale price. So it's one thing trying to expand your collection through something like eBay or other avenues similar to that. But a flea market at a con like Page, you can walk away spending $20, $30 and have a pile of stuff. So I would highly recommend, if you're looking to either sell or to buy, the flea market is the place to do it, because it was some really good stuff.
So what you're saying, Phil, is get there early so you can get the best deals.
That's what I'm saying. And
if
I know
you don't get there early, it's a mob scene.
It is a mob scene. It
Yes.
is a mob scene.
It's off the hook.
The flea market folks themselves are rushing around trying to set up everything as fast as they can because there's limited time. But then when you kind of ring the bell, if you will, and let people start picking through and buying, there's people that have their lists and there's people that are finding their things and walking away very happy customers. So it's a way how to get a lot of stuff for not a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Few other things here. We're up to 920 badges sold. We're so far ahead of where we were last year. We didn't sell we weren't at badge 920 until the end of December, I think, last year. So, we're way ahead of the game. Every day badges are trickling in, even now, which is a little lull time. So, very happy with that. We have a Troll Lord Games discount code to give away tonight.
That sounds like a good deal for somebody out in the crowd.
Yeah, who let's see. If you've been watching our live streams, you should know the answer to this question. I have previously run two other conventions, going way back into the Wayback Machine. What were the names of? Name one of those conventions, and you'll win the prize. Chet Mittens asked a question here. It was
1829.
1829 there, Chet, last year. So
I'm hearing crickets, like literal crickets.
Yeah, there's a cricket in the room here. Yeah.
It's been bugging Ron all night.
Yeah.
Can I tell a very quick cricket story?
Sure.
A couple of years ago, well, actually, it's probably about 10 years ago, we have an unfinished basement at my house. And I was upstairs, and my wife, Sharon, comes running upstairs, and she said, there's something wrong in the basement. I'm like, there's a strange sound. I think something's broken. And I thought a pipe burst or something like that, or what have you. Sewage backup. And I run down the basement, and it was the sound of a cricket. I said, is that the sound you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know what that is. I said, are you serious? That's a cricket. I have made fun of her ever since. She didn't know the sound of what a cricket sounded like in a basement. So anyway.
That would have been covered on the Crazy Hot Index if you had read it.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch that later. But sorry, no one. Glenn is saying no clue.
No one knows the answer, and no one's going to come away with the Troll Lord Games certificate tonight.
Ask him another question, Ron.
Yeah, they never heard of Rowdy Ron's RPG Romp. Guess what? Was that one of them?
No. No, it was not. A question along the same lines, because if you watch the show, you should know this. This is going to be a true or false question. Paige was Jennifer Cash's first out-of-state convention. True or false?
You have a 50% chance of getting it right.
First one to answer wins.
Still hearing crickets.
My goodness. Do I need to put the picture of Chuck Cumbo back up on the screen? All right. Well, it looks like Troll Lord Games is going to keep its $25 this week. Oh my God. All right. We have some answers here. The first one to get the correct answer was Ed Lopez. Ed Lopez wins the $25 gifts online coupon from Troll Lord Games. Congrats. I'll get you the code. Ed is somebody who he runs the Walking Dead RPG campaign that I play in, which I like very much. Oh, my favorite person is in the chat. Marianne Wong is in the chat.
Hey, Marianne. Hello.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
it's so great. Hey, did you guys see that Green Ronin Publishing has a new logo? Did you guys check that out? They have a brand new logo.
Oh no, I haven't. Why don't you? Why did you? Why do you? Have you gotten an insider look at it?
Well, they asked me to consult on it, and of course, I came up with something very special. So, this is just my concept drawing, though.
The new Green Ronin Publishing concept art. That's what we're going to take a look at here, I think. Yes. What we just heard.
Green Ronin concept art. And you've seen it here, folks. The new Green Ronin Publishing logo has been revealed here on Friday Night Live.
Terrible. Awful. These poor folks had to sit through all of the streams for these awful jokes at the end.
What are you talking about? Marianne thinks it's funny. It's funnier the more you look at it.
Kind of. It is kind of funny.
I keep expecting it to like animate and go ganap, but
terrible. Poor Ronan. Poor Ronan, subjected to all this torture.
I texted him yesterday. Ronan, have you seen the new Green Ronin Publishing? Have you seen Green Ronin Publishing new logo yet? His response, no. Why? I just send him that picture and just leave it there.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to announce a new guest?
Uh-oh. I don't know if we have done that for a while.
We can if you want. If not, we can
fine.
go and we'll be done before 11 o'clock, much to Ed's chagrin.
Yeah. Now, if you've got one up your sleeve, you might as well let the people in on the juicy news.
I do. Stand by a minute. Let's see. All right. And there he is, Andreas Lundstrom. He is in the EN World Hall of Fame for his live play over in Sweden. Swedish Rolls, it's called. And He does podcasts. He composes music. He's a writer. He does all sorts of things. He's big on the other side of the pond, and he showed a keen interest in coming, and he's going to be coming to Page.
That's awesome.
Yes, yes, it is. Yep. We need to expand the list of locations in which Page attendees are coming from. So I wonder if Andreas will be our only Swedish guest. Who knows? Maybe more. But I know the role-playing game community in Sweden is very robust. Of course, most of us likely know about Free League Publishing being a Swedish company, but in general, lots and lots and lots of people in Sweden are in the role-playing game space. So that's great that we're having someone come in and represent them.
Yeah.
What's this? Glenn Finney seems pretty excited about Andreas's announcement.
Yeah, as well he should be. It's a good get.
All right. So with that being said, Jen, you want to take us out for the evening?
Sure. So thank you for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you next Friday night, same time, same place. Everyone have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.
Good night, everybody.